Hey, what is up, guys? Mortal Kombat X got another patch, if you guys didn't know. It's not out on Xbox One yet, but it is a pretty big patch, and it's not even the one that's coming out with Predator. I'm guessing there's probably going to be another Predator patch when he is out. But interestingly enough, there was a bunch of bug fixes and nerfs and buffs that I thought were pretty interesting. Devora got a pretty big one. She got her bug cancel combos back because that's something they nerfed last patch, making it more difficult. This time they kind of fixed it, gave her old timing back. Katana actually got 2 more buffs and a nerf. The nerf was in Mournful because she basically had a 30 or 40% guaranteed chip situation with her EX Glaive, and they kind of fixed that. Same kind of change to Kung Lao and Shinnok. Instead of Kung Lao being plus 27 on EX Hat, he's now plus 12. And instead of Shinnok being plus 24 on EX Projectile, he is plus 14. So those are pretty nice changes, right? Obviously, the characters are still really strong. They still have a lot of plus frames. It's just not quite as plus as before, which is pretty nice, to be honest. And Tanya got all kinds of changes. She got damage scaling adjustments, which is really nice, and she was putting out all kinds of damage. She got less invulnerability on her teleports, which means that they're no longer like a teleport, to be honest. They're kind of just a mobility option in the air that you can hit, which is really, really great, I think. 10 recovery frames after landing from a teleport, and 10 recovery frames after landing from a teleport when you do a blocked or missed normal attack, which means if you do teleport and then hit a normal and you land, you cannot do stuff instantly. If you miss, you must sit there and recover for 10 frames, which is really great because it's very hard to pick her off the ground before this patch. She can also no longer chain into ground attacks or 2-in-1 special cancel after landing from a teleport after a block jump attack. That sounds really confusing, but what it means is if you do a teleport and then do a jump attack, you can't instantly cancel into a bunch of stuff, and it basically means that her offense isn't quite as guaranteed and not quite as strong anymore. And also, since teleport doesn't have invulnerability frames, she doesn't quite have the same mobility and runaway game that was as strong before, especially since Pyromancer got 5 recovery frames added to her air fireballs after a teleport, which means that her runaway is not quite as strong. So a bunch of Tanya changes, a bunch of changes to a couple of really, really powerful plus on block moves, and just a couple of overall buffs and bug fixes that are pretty interesting. Again, if you guys want to check out the full list, check out the description. Hopefully you guys enjoy your 4th of July holiday, and I'll see you guys again soon.